Hi everyone, good morning. How is everyone? Hope everyone's doing well. Miss you. It's been a long time since we've been in school together. Today is Wednesday, April 8th, and I decided to make a video for you today because you are going to be finding the volume of the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere. It is the Willis Tower. It is in Chicago. If you've ever noticed, your everyday math is from the University of Chicago. It's a school mathematics project. And so I had gone to Chicago with my family to go to some classes to learn how to teach everyday math better to you. So while we were there, we went to the Sears Tower, or I'm sorry, the Willis Tower. It's also known as the Sears Tower. And this is a Google slide that I created to share this with you. So this was in July of 2018. We went to the Bean. It is in the city of Chicago. It's a big art sculpture. It's beautiful. You can see the reflection in it. And these are some pictures, if it will come up, of the city. And here's some other pictures of the city. And yes, that was Trump Towers. I don't know why my Google Slides is being so. So yes, this was Trump Towers in Chicago. And these are actually apartment buildings here. And then this is where the people park their cars. City living. This is the Navy Pier. It is actually on Lake Michigan, which Lake Michigan is another Great Lake, just like Lake Erie. You see? And this is my daughter and I standing in front of the Willis Tower. So they give tours. You can go up to the 103rd floor where there is a sky deck and take pictures, as you see, my family and I. There is 1.6 million visitors a year, and it says forget feet, miles, or kilometers. The tower is 262 Michael Jordans tall. And this is the view from the 103rd floor. This is us at the sky deck ledge. Sky deck at Willis Tower in Chicago, Illinois. Welcome to the ledge. Step outside the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere. At 1,353 feet in the air, the ledge's glass box extends out 4.3 feet from the sky deck, offering spectacular views spanning up to 4 states. A one-stop Chicago experience full of interactive exhibits and the ledge. A glass balcony extending 4 feet outside the 103rd floor of Willis Tower. And there is a video there if you'd like to watch it. But this is the view. And the sun was setting as we were up tall, high enough and close enough to the windows because there was lots of people that were waiting in line. So we had to wait till we were able to get to the windows and stand on the ledge. This is my daughter standing. Looking down. And this is us standing in that glass balcony 103 stories up. And I'm not really afraid of heights, but this was a little scary. Looking down and just there being glass between you and the ground. My daughter is actually laying down here so I could take this picture. So it is 1,353 feet or 412 meters. And this is from the base of the towers looking up. So high. And that was our trip to Chicago. So with everyday math, this is your math message for today. It says, until 1988, Willis Tower in Chicago was the world's tallest building. The building's base covers 50,625 square feet, and the building is 1,450 feet tall. Look at the photo of Willis Tower. Would multiplying the area of the base by the height of the building give a good example of the building's volume? Talk about it with a partner. So I know it's a little hard to talk with a partner right now, but you can think about it. So what this is asking is, would taking the area of the base and multiplying it by the height, which you see, one of the towers, the height is here, couple here, here's another one of the tower's height, here's another one. So remember how you find volume. You're right. Volume is equal to either the length times the width times the height, or volume is equal to the area of the base times the height. So would it work to find the volume of this building by simply finding the area of the base and then multiplying it by the height? But wait a second, each one of those are a different height. Read the following information as a group, then decide how you can use the information to help you find the volume of the Willis Tower. Make a poster to show how you found the volume. And yes, you can make a poster if you want. You can work by yourself or you can work with a group. It is up to you. So if you want to make a poster, maybe you could split up the tasks amongst your group, or you can create something digital like the Google Doc that I have attached to the classwork. You can use the Google Doc I made, or you can create your own Google Doc and share with each other. So in 2013, Willis Tower in Chicago was the 8th tallest building in the world, not including the antenna. The building reaches a height of 1,450 feet. Including the antenna, it reaches a height of 1,730 feet. The building has 110 stories. Altogether, Willis Tower has 3.8 million square feet of space that the building's owners rent to various companies. The tower is made up of 9 megamodules that are arranged in a 3x3 array, as shown on the next screen. The base of each megamodule is 75 feet long and 75 feet wide. So you see how it's arranged is there's one mega module here, one 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 here. So there is 9 altogether. Each one is a square that is 75 feet by 75 feet. And then remember how we saw in the picture, each mega module has a different height. The modules are not all the same height. The modules towards the outside of the building are shorter than the modules towards the center. This design allows for all the floors of the building to receive maximum daylight. The approximate heights of the modules are, so there's one module that is 660 feet, another one 1,185 feet, another one 875 feet, 1,450 feet, 1,450 feet, 1,185 feet, 875 feet, 1,185 feet, and 660 feet. So again, remember how you find volume, the length times the width times the height, or the area of the base times the height. So with each mega module being 75 by 75, and then each height is different. And as you see, these numbers are really large. So yes, you are expected. If we were in class, I would give you a calculator, but you are expected to use a calculator to do the calculations for this. You do not have to do the calculations by hand. Again, you can create a poster, or you can use this Google Doc that I attached to the classwork or assignment. If you are going to work by yourself, just type your name, or if you're going to work in a group, you can have up to 5 group members. Please let me know who's working together. If you create a different Google Doc to use, please share that with me along with your group members. So I put the formula for finding the volume, either volume is equal to the length times the width times the height, which is volume is equal to L times W times H, or you can think about it as volume is equal to the area of the base times the height. Remember that your volume is equal to your capital B times your height. So I gave you a table here because there were 9 mega modules. I put 9 cells within your table. Again, you can just highlight this if you want my example and delete it, but I had given you an example that here is one of the mega modules, and I'm going to use length times width times height, which is equal to your volume. So if my length was 3 feet, my width was 5 feet, and my height was 6 feet, I would do 3 times 5 times 6, which is equal to 90 squared feet. Actually, this is cubic feet, I'm sorry. So 90 cubic feet. Remember that little caret there is to put that 3 up in the air so it becomes an exponent. So you can find the volume of each, and then you would have to do something to find the total volume of the Willis Tower. So the first question that you need to answer is, what is the approximate volume of the Willis Tower? So it is about, type your answer, cubic feet. Number 2, describe the strategy your group used to estimate the volume of the Willis Tower. Explain your strategy as clearly as you can. Number 3, do you think your group could have used a more efficient strategy? Explain at least one way your strategy could have been more efficient. So that is your task today. You are going to find the volume of the Willis Tower. Again, if you want to work together, you can work together. If you want to work on your own, you can work on your own. If you need some help or finding a group, if you want to work with someone and you need help finding that person, just let me know. I can help you. I hope you have a wonderful day.